learn the formula for finding the volume and surface area and slant height for the frustum. Now let's do some questions based on that. Let's start with the question. If the radii of circular ends of a frustum of a cone are 20 cm and 12 cm. Okay, so radii are already given, 20 cm and 12 cm. Straightforward it is given. No diameter, like nothing, any of the quantity missing so far. Good. And height is 6 cm. Okay, so this h value is also given, 6 cm. Then find the slant height of the frustum in centimeter. Okay, so we only need to find the slant height. This kind of questions are possible for 1 mark, right? You apply the formula, substitute the values and get the answer. So let's start. R1 is given what? R1 is given, let's take the bigger one, 20 centimeter. R2 is 12 centimeter. And height is given what? 6 centimeter. What is the missing quantity? That is L, slant height. So let's start for the slant height. We can directly apply the formula over here. That's very simple. So L is equal to square root of h square plus R1 minus R2 whole square. Done. So square root as it is, nothing. Let's substitute the value, 6 here, 6 square. Remember here there is a subtraction of 2 radii, that is 20 centimeter minus 12 whole square is equal to here 6 square, that is 36, plus here 20 minus 12 will give you 8 square. So let's do the final step now. 36 plus 64, I believe that will give you 100, simple. And square root is 10 as well. So 100 and square root of 100 is 10 centimeter. Don't take the negative value because we are talking about the real life quantity L. It cannot be negative 10 centimeter. Okay, so what is the slant height? The value of slant height is 10 centimeter. This is very straightforward question. R1, R2 and H is given and L is the missing quantity. So this is how we find the slant height for the frustum. Let's discuss one more question for finding volume of the frustum. Let's start. A frustum of a cone of height 7 centimeter. Okay, so value of height is given 7 centimeter. So let's write h is equal to 7 centimeter. Then the radii of its two curved ends are 6 centimeter and 3 centimeter. So 6 centimeter and 3 centimeter. These are the two radii given. So let's write R1 and R2. R1 let's take bigger. So R1 6 centimeter. R2 that is 3 centimeter. Now what we need to find? Find the volume of the frustum. Okay. So we need to find the volume. Simple, H is given, R1 is given, R2 is given. Apply the formula, get the answer. So let's start. Volume of frustum. So what's the formula for it? 1/3 pi h into R1 square plus R2 square plus R1 R2. Simple. Done. So 1/3 into pi into, okay, let's substitute the value for pi as well. Next step, no worries, because we still need to simplify. 7 and here R1 is what? 6 square plus 3 square plus 6 into 3. Okay, well, first you need to do the square, then you need to take the product. So 1/3 into 22 by 7 as it is. Here 36 plus 9 plus 18. So here 7 cancel. Good news. 22 by 7. Let's add, do the additions. 9 and 8 will give you 17. 17 and 6 will give you what? 23. So 3 here and 2 carry over. So 2 and 3, 5 plus 1, 6 here. Okay, so done. 7 ones are, and here let's say 9s are, yes, 7 9s are 63. So multiply. Here 9 2s are 18, 8 carry over 1 and 1 9 8. centimeter cube. Remember, we are talking about the volume, not the square, right? So this is very simple question. You have value of H, value of R1, value of R2, and volume we need to find. So apply the formula and get the value of the volume, which is 198 centimeter cube. Let's discuss one more problem. The slant height of a cone is 4 cm. Let's discuss one more question. The slant height of a cone is 4 centimeter. Okay, so L is given over here. Slant height, not H. Don't get confused. It is L, which is 4 centimeter. And the perimeter of its circular ends are, okay, stop here. This is given perimeter. Okay, so perimeter of the circular end, not the radius given, right, which is 18 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Find the CSA of the frustum. Okay, so we discuss about finding the value of questions related to finding the L, then volume, and now we need to find the CSA of the frustum. Okay, so for that, radius is not given, but perimeter, circumference of the top end and circumference of the bottom end is given, which is 18 centimeter and 6 centimeter. So let's start for the R1 first. For R1, so can I write 2 pi R1 is equal to 18 centimeter. Now how am I writing this? Okay, it is given that perimeter of the ends. So this is the end of the frustum. Now it is what? Circle shape. Now when I talk about the perimeter of this circle, that is circumference. Now what's the formula for it? That is 2 pi r. If I'm talking about this bottom one, let's label 2 pi r1. And what's the value? 18. Now let's get the value of r1. So let's keep pi as it is. So r1 is equal to 18 over 2 pi. So here 9. So I can write r1 is equal to 9 pi centimeter. Don't forget the unit. So that is the calculation for R1. Let's do the same calculation for R2. But here perimeter is what? 6 centimeter. So 2 pi R2 is equal to 6 centimeter. Now let's take this 2 pi into denominator. So R2 is equal to 6 by 2 pi. 1s and 3s. So R2 is equal to 3 by pi centimeter. So these are the two radii, 9 by pi centimeter and 3 by pi centimeter. Now we have value of L as well. And what do we want to find? CSA, curved surface area. So let's start with the CSA of frustum. So frustum it is. Now what's the formula? That is pi RL, that is for the cone. Now instead of R, what I'm going to write? R1 plus R2 into L. Remember. Now let's substitute the values. So pi as it is. Okay, no worries. R1 is what? 9 by pi. Then 9 by pi it is. Plus R2 is what? 3 by pi. So 3 by pi is it is. And value of L, it is given 4 centimeter. Done. Now see pi here, then see denominators are equal, so we can directly add 9 and 3 will give you 12. 12 by pi and here 4, so pi get cancelled. See, that's why I told you don't write 22 by 7. It is possible that by writing 22 by 7 we make it more difficult, right? Sometimes it is possible that you do all the calculation with pi and at the end you substitute the value of pi. That is also okay. That will make calculation easy. Here pi cancel. So what's left? 12 into 4. That is 48. And what's the unit here? Centimeter square. Because see, it is given curved surface area. Area has the power 2. Right? So that's my final answer. Let's recall the steps. It's very simple. You need to find the CSA. L is given. Slant height is given. Okay. Here instead of R1 and R2, perimeters are given of the ends, which is circumference of the circle. So 2 pi R1, 2 pi R2, get the value of R1 and R2, substitute in the value of CSA and get the answer, which is 48 centimeters square. let's do some application problem for the frustum. Let's start. A phase, the cap used by the Turks. Okay, so Turkish people, they wear the cap that is of the shape frustum. Okay, is shaped like the frustum of the cone. If its radius on the open side is 10 centimeter, okay, radius at the upper base is 4 centimeter and its slant height is 15 centimeter. Okay, so this R1, let's say open side R1 10 centimeter. Remember, when we wear the cap, the open side, the bigger side is always near our head and the closed side is always away from the head, right? So don't do a reverse of it, it's not possible. That will be ulta frustum. Okay, and 10 centimeter radius at the upper base is 4 centimeter. So R2 is 4 centimeter and its slant height is 15 centimeter. Okay, so L is given 15 centimeter. Done. Then find the area of the material used for making it. So we need to find the material used for it. Now remember, that is given there is one open end. So when we talk about this frustum, let's talk about this end is open. So when we find the area, so we need to find the material used for it. So basically we are going to find the surface area. So surface area, there are many we discussed. Obviously there will be one curved surface area. Okay, done. About the top, there is a circle on the top. So I will be taking the area of that circle as well. Am I going to take the area of the bottom circle? No, it is given that open end, open side, it is given that is of 10 centimeter. So wherever there is a 10 centimeter radius circle is there, that end is open. So we are not supposed to consider that area. Remember to find the area of material required to make this particular hat, which is phase. Done. So let's start with the calculation. So what are we going to calculate? First of all, CSA, good. Then the area of the top circle. That's it. We add it and we get the material required to make the phase. Simple. Let's start with the first of all CSA. So let's substitute the value pi here. R1 is 10 and R2 is 4. 10 plus 4, 14, and L is what? 15. Okay, so we need to multiply 14 into 15. So let's do 14 multiply by 15. 4 5s are 20, 0 carry over 2, 4 and 5, 9, 9 plus 2, 11, 1, 1, 1 ones are 1 and 1, 2, 210. So pi as it is, 210 pi centimeter square. That's the CSA. Remember, only CSA we get it. We need to get the top area as well, right? So what will be the, let's write the area of top. That is pi. Which R will I take? R1 or R2? Common sensical, we are talking about top. So that is R2. So pi R2 square. So let's keep pi as it is. R2 is what? 4 and square. So pi and 16. So 16 pi centimeter square is my area of the top layer, which is circle. Now let's go for the last step. Area of the face. Area of face. That is what? We need to do addition of them. 210 plus 16 pi. So 210 pi plus 16 pi. So pi as it is, 0 and 6 will give you 6, 1 and 1 will give you 2, 2 to 6 pi centimeter square. Done. So this is the area of the face. Now let's extend this question further. How I want to explain? Suppose if we need to find the cost of it. We need to find the cost of the material required over here. And let's say cost is rupees 50 per centimeter square. We want to find the cost. So simple, there's only one extra step we need to do. We need to multiply 2 to 6 with 50, right? Okay, so 0 as it is. 6 5s are 30, so 0 carry over 3. 2 5s are 10, 10 and 3 13, so 3 here carry over 1. 5 2s are 10 plus 1 11. 1 1 3 0 0, and don't forget there is a, yes, there was pi with this. Okay, 226. So pi, and this is the cost, so we'll write rupees over here, right? So this is the cost of the, if we take 50 rupees per centimeter square cost here, right? That's, I think that's very costly though, no worries. So let's recall the step. It was given, this is the application based question. Remember, application based question, it's not given, it is directly frustum. Okay, so there is an phase type cap is there, okay, which looks like frustum. Okay, so R1 R2 L was given. We find the CSA, we find the area of the top, we add it, and we are done. If you want to extend this question, take some cost and multiply with this area, and you'll get the cost of the material required as well. Let's do one more question related to volume conversion. Let's start. 100 jugs of equal volume full of water are emptied in a conical flask, and the level of water is 75 centimeter. Okay, so when we, let's take the 100 jugs we have it, and we are emptying into conical flask, and the height is what, 75 centimeter. Okay, good. If each jug contains 3850 centimeter cube water, then find the diameter of the level of the water in the flask. Okay, so what will be the diameter? I think that we need to find. Remember, diameter we need to find. First, I think we'll get the radius, then we need to get the diameter. Okay, so again, this is a volume. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the volume of this 100 jugs is equal to volume of this conical flask. Simple. So let's write the information. Volume of jug, it is what? How much is it given? 3850. 3850 centimeter cube. One more information, number of jugs, that is what? 100, right? Now regarding the flask, what conical flask specifically, we have value of height. So let's write here, that is cone. Let's write cone. It is, we have a height, that is 75 centimeter. What we need to find? Radius. We need to find diameter. If we get the radius, we can get the value of diameter. Simple. So let's equate their volume. Let's start with the, first of all, jugs. So I can write 100 multiplied by volume of jug is equal to, see carefully, what I will be writing? Volume of cone. So volume of cone. Simple. Let's start. 100. What's the volume of one jug? That is 3850. 3850 is equal to volume of cone. What's the formula? 1/3 of cylinder. So 1/3 pi r square h. Remember, r is the missing quantity, d we need, and h we have it. Yes, d we need to find indirectly. So 100 as it is into 3850 is equal to 1/3 into 22/7 into r square as it is, because we need to find. And what about the height? That is 75. Now let's do one thing. Let's shift all this number on the LHS and keep r square only over there, because we want to find the value of r. So let's start with the shifting. 100 as it is into 3850. Okay, denominator 3 and 7. Okay, 3 and 7 it is. Then what will be here? 22 into 75 is equal to r square. So we need to use logic over here, that if we get the perfect square here, then it is easy for us to get the value of r, right? We just need to do the square root and we are good to go, right? So let's start. I think 11 2s are, and this number 35 and 10. Done. So I think that's done over here so far. So I think I want to keep 100 as it is, I don't want to change it. Let's shift here. Let's do cancellation. This is even number. So here that is once I think 175 will come, right? I think yes, 170. Let's track it one more time. 2 1s are 1s and 1 5, that is 7s are 1 0, that is 5s are. Okay, correct. 175. But can we cancel 75 and 175? I don't think so. Let's try though. Here I think 15s are, and here 3s are, and 35s are. Okay, we can still do. Here 3s are, and here 7s are. 3 get cancelled. Okay, nice. So what's left in numerator? 100 into 7 into 7. So 100 multiplied by 7 into 7 is 49. Denominator nothing, that is r square. So if we take this square root here, let's take at this point only rather than multiplying. Square root of 100 is 10, square root of 49 is 7, is equal to r. So r is equal to 70 centimeter. Now, is this our final answer? No, right? We need to find the diameter. Read the question properly. If you stop at this point, your marks will cut. You won't be able to get the full marks even though you have the correct answer, because the catch is they are asking for diameter. Now, if we want to find the diameter, we know diameter is equal to 2 times radius. So 2 times radius is what? 70 centimeter. So 7 2s are 14, that is 140 centimeter is the diameter. This is our final answer. We don't need to do any calculation further than this, right? Let's recall the question. This is very simple question. There are number of jugs given and the water in it we need to fill into conical flask. So information for flask is given, which is height 75 centimeter, and we need to find the diameter up to the water level if we pour all the water which is in the 100 jugs. So volume of jug is given, very good for us, 3850. Number of jugs are given 100, H is given, D is missing. So what I did, I compared the volume. 100 multiplied by volume of one jug is equal to volume of cone. So 100, 3850, substitute the values, simplify and get the value of R. Don't forget that we need the value of diameter. So diameter is 140 centimeter.